Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Erica and today I'm going to be doing my makeup rehab for the month of September. And I have a lot of empties, a lot of purchases. There was the Ulta Diamond and Platinum Appreciation Day, so I'm just going to get into it. And if you don't know what a makeup rehab is, it's basically, I think it was started by Stuff. It's just Stuff, where it's like a video series where you go through empties you have and products you bring in, and you have something called a beauty bank. So basically it's a more structured low buy, and for me I use a beauty bank, which is a point system, so it's a quantity system rather than a monetary system. I know some people do low buys where it's like maybe $20 a month, and I just cannot do that. If I do that, I would buy the cheapest makeup I could and like not think about what I'm bringing in. But having a beauty bank makes it more having a beauty bank makes me really think about the products I'm bringing in, and I feel like it keeps me more accountable, especially during this series. And yeah, okay, I just explained it even though I said I'm going to get into it. So I like to start with my empties first because it's more boring, and then I move into my purchases, and no one has told me to do it any other way. I have a lot of skincare empties this month. Like in the last month I did also have a lot of skincare, I believe, but I edited some products out because I felt like it made the video too long, and also like no one cares how many tubes of nipple cream I use up. I think there might be one in here actually. There's no makeup in here, which is very sad because I bought a lot of makeup this month. I'm going to get started with the first thing at the top of this bin, which is my Raw Sugar Men Body Wash. This is in the scent Eucalyptus and Cedar Leaf. My brother smelled this when he came over and said it smelled good, and his girlfriend has been trying to get him to use this brand of body wash. I think he uses Old Spice or Axe and she does not like it. So I really like the scent. I actually prefer the Raw Sugar Men scents over the... it doesn't even say woman. It just does not have the men label on it. I've just been using like eczema body wash instead of these like clean, instead of these clean body washes without like, you know, sulfates or parabens. But these do have fragrance in it because obviously it smells like eucalyptus and cedar leaf. So unless you're actually rubbing that on you, which I don't recommend, it's going to be fragrance. I like this, but I feel like it's not as effective for my skin as the eczema body wash because I do have eczema on my skin, or it's not eczema yet, but I do have very dry skin on my body, which is strange because I have a very oily face. I'm already sweating. It's supposed to be like 100 today. Next product I have is this body mist, smooth body peel from the Face Shop. This bottle is so old. I'm holding it kind of far, so I'm hoping you can't see how gross it is. But basically this is like a mist. You spray it on your body and then it starts to peel, which is exactly the name, but it's basically like a chemical exfoliant for your body. I use this, like I hop into the shower. I usually have a charcoal mask on and a hair mask on, and then like before I turn on the water, because you cannot use this on you cannot use this on wet skin or damp skin. It works the best on dry skin. So I would just spray myself down like everywhere, like my stomach, my pits, my arms, my legs. Actually that's about it. Oh, in my feet too, and like the back of my hands and my hands, or I guess the dead skin does come off my hands when I'm like rubbing it. So you have to rub, and it like creates like it like pills, and that's your dead skin cells coming off. And I feel so smooth after I use this. I usually exfoliate my body once a week to twice a week. Twice a week is very rare because I forget. It's very time consuming to like just sit there and scrub your body. And also I don't want to, you know, expose new skin to the sun too much because I don't want to get sunburned. When I was younger, I never got sunburned because I never used any I never used anything exfoliating. So I had like, I guess, a thick layer of dead skin on my body to shield me from the sun. speaking of peeling gels, I have this one for the face. This is from Nature Republic. It's their Cranberry Real Nature Peeling Gel. I've also had this for a long time. I think I bought this during COVID. I'm like trying to date these products. This took me a long time to go through. This is the worst peeling gel I've used so far. Your face cannot be any amount of wet for this to work. Like if your face is wet, it will not work. Even when you use this, it has to dry on your skin a little bit for it to start working. If you have this, you know what I mean. Versus like the Skinfood pineapple peeling gel, that shit worked so well. I really liked it, and I'm sure Pure works better than this too. So it's a chemical exfoliant, so you just like rub it all over your face and then dead skin cells come off. It's really gross but really satisfying, and then afterwards I usually wash it off and then put on a charcoal mask. But yeah, I would not buy this again. I don't even know if it's for sale. It is effective. It's just like it works, but your face has to be dry, and your face is not usually dry after you wash it. Even if you dry it, it's still a little bit damp, right? Like you can feel your skin's a little bit plump from drinking up the water. That's not gonna work. And then I have my COSRX AHA Clarifying Treatment Toner. I love this stuff. Every time I take it out of my routine, my skin freaks out. But unfortunately, I have so many toners to go through in my collection that I cannot repurchase this anytime soon. So I mean, I guess I could, but then the other ones would go bad, so I'm just going to go through my collection as it is before I buy this again. But this lasts so long. It does cost like $16, which isn't that bad. You can use a coupon on it at Ulta if you are in the States. I hope they never discontinue this because this is amazing. I use this as my daytime toner. Although I feel like I should not be using this as my daytime toner. What I like about this is not only the formula but the packaging. Like you don't dispense it onto a cotton pad and like waste 90% of the product. You actually spray it directly onto your face, which makes it very hard to apply eye cream after, but it's worth it. Moving on to, this is the Keys Soul Care Nourishing Cleansing Balm. This is Alicia Keys' skincare line. I bought this during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I think this is effective. I don't like how it's perfumed, but it definitely goes away. I still would reconsider buying this at full price. Like, I mean, I always feel bad when I'm like, I wouldn't buy a product at full price and then it's like a brand from, like, created by a person of color. Because I feel like it's so hard to break into the industry, and like me saying anything negative would just like give them negative publicity. But this, I just want to give my honest opinion. This is scented. It works really well, but it's kind of expensive. Like I got it on sale, right? So I think it's originally $30, so I paid $15, and then Ulta lost my package, and then I was like, okay, it's been 10 days. You told me to wait after like a week, and I still don't have it. So they shipped me another one, and then the original package showed up first, I think, and then the replacement showed up second, and I was like, okay, so now I have two of these. So for me, I paid about $7.50 each. So I'm using the second jar, and this is a much lighter cleansing balm than the one I normally use, which is the Then I Met You cleansing balm, which is also expensive. It's $38 per jar, but I feel like that one a little bit goes a longer way than this one does. This would be a better summertime cleansing balm than the Then I Met You cleansing balm, but honestly, Vanillico is the way to go if you want a lighter cleansing balm that is a bang for your buck. But yeah, this one is nice too. I think maybe this one is cleaner than Vanillico. I'm not sure if you care about like stuff like that, but the Then I Met You cleansing balm is the best one that I've ever used. Like, it is amazing. My skin loves it. I don't think my skin loves this one. It works at cleaning my skin, but then I feel like the And Then I Met You cleansing balm also like keeps it healthy looking, if you know what I mean. Like, my skin just feels so good after I use it, but this one's like whatever. Like, it's just a makeup remover. Next, I have this Peach Sake Pore Serum from Skinfood. Ooh, there's a lot of condensation in here. I really like this. I'm on, I don't know how many I've used up in the years. I feel like I go through at least 2 or 3 per year. And I've been using this since 2014, so we go back. But they changed the packaging, so it no longer looks like a sake bottle, at least not the serum. The toner and the moisturizer still look like sake bottles. And I remember saying when I was younger, or in the past, because I had the whole collection, that I was always scared that a drunk friend would try to drink this in the bathroom. So I'm glad they changed the packaging for this, because now no one will make that mistake. It smells delicious, and this stuff really works. Wow, I really like Skinfood. I use this as a moisturizer instead of just a serum, because I feel like this Peach Sake Serum works a lot better than the moisturizer for my pores. And I do need something that's more mattifying, and the moisturizer from the Peach Sake line is not mattifying enough. I have this eye cream from Innisfree. I really like it. The Innisfree Intensive Hydrating Eye Roll-On with green tea seed. This is my morning eye cream. My night eye cream is also from Innisfree. It is the Youth Orchard eye cream. It comes in a purple jar, and I like this one because it has the little roller ball on the top, and the way you get product out is you press this and it dispenses. I'm like making sure it's empty. I tried opening it to see if anything's in it, but you honestly cannot open it. So this is like such a soothing feeling in the morning, and on top of that I don't have to like use my fingers to get the eye cream in. I don't push the pump all the way down for an application. I usually go like a quarter or halfway depending on how much is left in the tube, and then I apply it on that way because I feel like a full pump is too much. I finished up a Trader Joe's Ultra Moisturizing Gel Moisturizer. This is supposed to be a La Mer dupe. All of my skincare is just disgusting on the top because I keep it in the bathroom, and when I clean the bathroom I don't clean my products, which I should. Like, I don't wipe them down, but like everything else gets wiped. So I really like this moisturizer. I think I keep buying one every time I go to Trader Joe's, which I don't go to Trader Joe's that often anymore. I used to very often, but I think this is a good bang for your buck. This is $8. Like I said, it's supposed to be a dupe for La Mer. I'm not sure because I've never used La Mer, but it is a great nighttime moisturizer. And it's gel, so it's probably better for people with oily skin or combo skin. But if you have dry skin, you probably need something more hydrating. We have 5 products left, so I used up a mini of the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Sunscreen. It has SPF 50. I think this is a mix of physical and chemical sunscreen. If you put this on your face, when your face is wet, it will leave a white cast that you cannot get rid of for the rest of the day. And I didn't know that until I had already purchased the full size to replace this, because I was like, this is a great sunscreen, I'm just gonna buy the full size. This definitely smells like sunscreen. I'm wearing it right now. I can smell it, but I feel like I've gotten used to it, so I don't care as much anymore. But I would probably just stick to Pore. The only reason why I was like testing out sunscreens, I feel like, is because Pore was ridiculously expensive. Like, it was $30 for 85 milliliter tube. Anyways, I think Pore is better than this watermelon niacinamide. I'm glad the prices have come down because I am going to be buying that instead of the watermelon niacinamide. It is a good sunscreen, like it works, but it just, I just feel like it's not the best sunscreen. Sometimes I feel like it's too heavy, and then like the whole white cast thing, I feel like as I'm getting more tan, I can definitely see it, and I have to wait for my face to dry before I apply it, which is a little bit of a hassle, especially in the mornings when I'm like rushing to get to work. This is the Heroine Make mascara remover. It's a Speedy mascara remover. The company specifically made this to remove their mascara, which is extremely difficult to remove if you don't have a mascara remover. This one is supposed to work in 60 seconds, and this works really well. I have purchased many of these in the past, and I feel like I always get rid of it before I use it up completely because for eye safety concerns, because you are literally removing makeup and then putting it back in the tube. I think you're supposed to wipe it, maybe, I don't know, but I just rotate these out every 6 months if I remember. That's like the minimum. I feel like I have used one for a year and not realized because I never remember when I opened these. This is the only body lotion I have, which is fine because I usually go through one body lotion per month. I feel like the next update I'm going to have maybe 2 body lotions. We'll see. This is the Sol de Janeiro Balm de Bright cream. I'm probably saying that wrong. This is specifically for keratosis pilaris. I loved this. It smells so good. It smells like summer to me because I used this during the summer. I mean, it's still summer technically, but you know, I used this in the earlier months of summer. This only lasted me 1 month. It is a big jar, and I thought this was like $30, but when I checked, it was closer to $50. I think this is $48 per jar, which is so ridiculous. I wish they made this in a bigger size because I really like this. Oh, it's only 8 fluid ounces. That's suddenly making sense, but I wish this came in a bigger jar because I love it so much. If they come out with this in a bigger size for the holidays, I will snap that shit up. I will buy so many. I would buy 10. If you didn't see my Sephora VIB fantasy haul, I did put 10 of these into my cart for that fantasy haul because like I didn't know what else to put in, and I also realistically would buy 10 of these. I was going to click 12, one for every month of the year, but 10 was the max. So I cannot say enough good things about this. This truly works for my keratosis pilaris. I feel like nothing else has moisturized my skin as much, and when I was using this, I felt like my bumps are starting to disappear. But ever since switching back, right now I'm using the Bath & Body Works body lotion, which is awful for my skin. I feel like I need to apply it multiple times a day for my skin to feel moisturized, but also I feel like it is drying out my skin at the same time. I don't know. I just want this back. And to me, it was worth every penny I spent on it, even though it's more than like $1 per day using this. That hurts. I use body lotion every day that I shower, which is most days of the year, but in the winter I don't shower as much, so yeah. But I've used this pretty much every single day and noticed a difference. So especially when I pair it with like my chemical exfoliator or my First Aid Beauty KP exfoliator, I feel like those work really well with this. I used up 2 of these Matrix Total Results So Silver things of hair care. So one's the shampoo, the other's the conditioner, and as you can see, my hair has grown out quite a bit, and only like the lower half of my hair is still colored, but my hairstylist recommended that brand to me, and I picked up a 2-pack from the holidays for about $10 for the pack. Normally they retail for $17.50 per bottle, which is so expensive, but yeah, I was very happy to get the 2-pack, and I feel like it works. Like, my brother's girlfriend also dyes her hair, and she told me that she feels like she has really brassy hair even though she uses purple shampoo. I asked her which purple shampoo she uses, and it wasn't Matrix, so I told her to use it, and I think she said she saw a difference, but she also only like used it once. But I have not had a problem with brassiness since using those. But it's been like almost 1.5 years since I colored my hair, so it's not quite the same color anymore. And I have switched to the Olaplex purple shampoo, which I'm not sure if it works. It definitely works on my hands, like it dyes them purple for the duration of my shower. I feel like I still have a little bit of purple in my nails right now. So those are all my empties. No makeup, just skincare and hair care. So I'm going to throw all this back in here and I'm going to dump it later into the recycling bin, which I'm sure my fiance will be thrilled about because I think he just emptied it. And in our household, I am so bad about taking out the trash and recycling, but I clean the bathroom, so I think that's a fair compromise. I totally forgot about my eyeshadow beauty bank. I have a separate bank account for most of my beauty products, and then I have a separate one for my eyeshadow beauty bank because if I didn't separate them, I would just be buying eyeshadow palettes, which is not something I want to do, especially after doing like a pretty big declutter. And with eyeshadow palettes, the discretion is so real. You could buy like a 100 pan palette and that would only be one beauty bank credit, or like if you buy like a deluxe sized primer, that would be one beauty bank. But like, which one are you going to use up faster? Obviously the primer. The first eyeshadow I would like to introduce to you is this one right here. This is the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions shade number 7. I did depot it into this yellow shade. Is not very pigmented, so that's why I hit pan on it so quickly after putting it into my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. And then another pan I hit is in my Pumpkin Spice palette. It is in the boring shade, so it is in whipped cream. So I have 2 pans in this palette so far. I don't know if you can see, it's right here. Come on, focus. Okay, I think you got it. But it's like basically the size of a pinhole. It is tiny, but it is pan. And the reason why I haven't been enlarged that pan is because it does not match me right now, and I do not want to like have eyeshadow that's too like pale on my face, because the way I used this was to set my primer, like my eyeshadow primer, and it just looked like reverse panda eyes basically. So yay me, I earned 2 eyeshadow credits, but I'm about to drop a lot on makeup. So the first product I want to talk about is the Supergoop Resetting 100% Mineral Powder. This is SPF 35. And wow, there is not a lot of product in here now that I'm looking at it. And did I get ripped off? So I bought this because I take walks when I'm at work, and I guess at home as well, during lunch and on my breaks. And walks outside mean that the sun's on your face. So I do wear sunscreen or some form of SPF in like my foundation. I'm not really worried about getting sunburnt. It's more of like the sun damage that I could potentially be seeing over the next few years. Like, I do have some sunspots already. I have been more cautious about wearing sunscreen, and I did not know how to reapply sunscreen because I wear makeup, right? So I wear makeup and I have like greasy skin, so if I were to just put more sunscreen on top of that, I would feel really grossed out just touching my skin and putting on the sunscreen on top of my greasy skin. So I bought a powder instead because it seemed like the best solution. I thought about another, like a spray, but people say that it like takes off your makeup, so I was like, a powder would mattify me and provide me enough protection, I hope. So I picked up this. And then my favorite product, my favorite blush from Bare Minerals was disconnected. It was the Gen Nude blush in Call My Blush. I had a sample, if I can find it. Yeah, right here. This is a sample size. This is huge. This is like the same size as MAC blushes. No offense, MAC. But yeah, so this is a sample size, and I purchased one for my brother's girlfriend. She really liked it, so then she told me like it's like the best blush she's ever used. And then I went to go buy one for myself, but it was discontinued, so I was like really sad. And then one day I saw it back on the Ulta website, so I picked it up because I was like, I'm not waiting for this to discontinue. Look at the size difference. You can't really see now, but like, it's huge. Like, this is already big. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me for this. This is 6 grams. Oh, it's not that much. And this is 2 grams. How much is a NARS blush? A NARS blush is 4.8 grams. Have I used one up completely? Not a full size. I've used up the sample size before, but I am so happy that I have this. But also now I have a ton of blush in my collection because I also bought 2 more blushes from NARS during the during the Ulta Diamond and Platinum Appreciation Day, which was 10 times the points multiplier for certain brands and then 5 times the points on everything else. And NARS is one of them. And I was thinking, like, if I spend $200 now, I can get $125 to spend later on anything. Like, it's not like no prestige. It's not like a Ulta coupon where you can't buy certain products. I could use the money later. So now I have like $250 worth of Ulta points that I could use on stuff. Whew, that was a lot of money I spent, but yeah. So I got 2 NARS blushes. I got Taj Mahal, which I don't think I have an orange blush like this. It's like orange. I think I have coral, but this is the most orange blush I own. And I'm hoping it will look good on me because I am warm toned, but we'll see. And then I also got Dolce Vita, which in the past I would have said is Dolce Vita. This little plastic thing is still on it. This is what it looks like. It's very pretty and it's matte. Taj Mahal has like little flecks of gold in it, but this is, I think, maybe the first matte blush I own from NARS. I love NARS blushes. They aren't super pigmented, which some people might not like, but that's what I like because I feel like I'm very prone to doing clown cheeks. But I got these 2, so that's 2 more credits. And then I decided to pick up another Laura Mercier Anniversary Edition Translucent Setting Powder. This is also in the shade Honey, I believe. Oh, no, it does. This is Translucent Honey, and I do not like using any tinted translucent setting powders on my face if I'm wearing foundation, so I usually just wear this when I am only wearing sunscreen, because this will tint my foundation yellow, and it is kind of bad. So I have this one, and then this is one I'm currently using. I thought I had less than half. I'm still not sure how much of this I have. I'm not showing you the lid because it's disgusting. Actually, maybe I should so you know that it's been used. And then this is the new one. I think this was $49 and the original costs $39. So, like, it's this big. This is empty, but I just keep it around to put, like, loose powder in to hold it. Basically use this as a container. It's empty, and it's like much bigger. So this is 49 grams and this is 29 grams, so this is definitely worth it, even though it is very expensive. But I feel like I don't have to buy a honey colored or like a yellow colored translucent setting powder for a long time. Laura Mercier is the way to go. The puff sucks. And the last makeup product that I purchased is from Hourglass. This is their Ambient Lighting Infinity Powder. I wanted to purchase the Hourglass palettes last year because they had this powder in it. It's the one that's like marbled and stuff. Maybe I should just open it. I'm scared. It came with like instructions and everything. Ooh, so pretty. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if I'm going to use it as a setting powder. This is actually way paler than I thought. I think my intention of buying this was to use it as a highlighter, but this is way too pale for that. I would not use that as a setting powder. That would not hold any of my face grease back. So I think I will test this out as a finishing powder, but if it is too shiny, I will probably use it as a highlighter adjuster, because I used to mix dim light and strobe light together to create the perfect highlighter, but now dim light is too light for me, and if I do that, it makes me look ghastly. So now I have to mix strobe light with a different highlighter. But I like mixing the Hourglass finishing powders. Also from Ulta, I did pick up these 2 lip treatments because my lips have been pretty dry recently, and this was on my wish list for a while. So I have the Tony Moly Ferment Snail Lip Treatment Stick. It has SPF in it. The reviews for these lip products are really high, so I got this. And then I also picked up the Lychee Jelly Lip Melt, which looks like this. It looks like a little pudding cup. Like if you have ever been to the Asian grocery store and seen these, you just like slurp it. It's like a Jello shot essentially, but no alcohol. And you have to be really careful because kids can choke on that. But I decided to pick this up. I remember it smells good. My brother's girlfriend was over and she was like, use it. And I was like, no, my finger is like dirty. I need to wash it first. So I still have not used either one of them, but I'm excited to not have dry lips anymore. I usually use lip gloss during the day to help with my dry lips, but then at night I don't apply anything. I should be using my Laneige lip mask, but what I've heard is that you should put something on under it and then that on top to kind of seal it in. So that's why I have these. And then lastly, from Sephora, I got 2 sample sizes. These are not counted towards my beauty bank. Neither are the lip treatments because they're not makeup. These are not counting because they're so small. I got 2 primer samples. One is the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. I'm a little miffed because this cost me 100 points from Sephora. Like, hello? Do you know what also costs 100 points from Sephora? This 2-gram blush costs the same amount of points as this basically non-existent primer. So anyways, yeah, I got this to try out because I don't know, I'm interested in trying out new primers because I think at the moment I only have 2 or something like that, and I don't really like the one I'm currently using, and I have no idea how the one that is unopened is going to go because it seems more like a moisturizing primer. It's the Bobbi Brown face base, and I'm not sure how that would work with my skin because it seems like it's kind of hydrating. So yeah, I got these to try out. And then I have the One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. I think this is Patrick Starr's brand, I'm not sure, but hopefully I will like this. Hopefully this is not moisturizing. Hopefully this is mattifying. Complete opposite. I did also get a pack of samples from Ulta when I purchased during the appreciation day because I spent over $70. I spent like not over 200, about $200 there, and I have no idea where the one makeup product I wanted to keep from there went. It was the Urban Decay eyeliner, waterproof eyeliner in the black. It was like a mini, but I was going to count it as like something against my beauty bank because it was still big enough for me to have enough substantial use from it. Like, the reason why I'm not counting these is because like this would last me a week tops, but that eyeliner would have lasted me at least a few months. So I'm like, where is it? Because I was really looking forward to using it and I can't find it anywhere. So for products where I can't find it, I am not going to count it towards my beauty bank because I cannot use it. I was looking frantically everywhere for it this morning and I don't know where it is. That's my makeup product. So I think my beauty bank was at 7. I'm not sure. I will put up the total somewhere. And so I feel like I only have 1 credit or 3 credits. So it was either 9 or 7. As of right now, the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale is going on, and I remember being really excited and looking at the sale before it started and just to pick out what I wanted, and I literally want nothing. Like, the one thing I wanted was the Glam Glow Mud Mask, but the reviews were so like conflicting. Like, people either loved it or they hated it because like it either cleared up their acne or it like made their whole face red, and I was like, I'm not risking that. I already have a charcoal mask excuse me, I already have my Origins charcoal mask. If I feel the need to buy another charcoal mask, I would just, I don't know, get a Korean one or something like that, or something else on sale hopefully. It's like almost the holidays, right? So I think Origins comes out with their mask set, so I would just get that to like hold me over until the next 21 days of beauty sale. Yeah, I was very disappointed with that sale, but I was very happy with the Appreciation Day sale because I was able to get all these products. And on top of that, later on I have like $125 worth of credits that I can use hopefully for the holidays. But I think I definitely need to slow down my spending for the upcoming month, for this month. And I'm like just so close to finishing some products, and I'm like excited to get more credits. So I think I'm going to hold off on buying things until the Sephora VIB sale or the Ulta 20% off coupon that includes Prestige. I think I'm just going to hold off until those sales because there's nothing really interesting. And on top of that, like the Sephora VIB sale, I would only really be getting skincare anyways. Like I need to restock on my eye cream and my lotions. Like I said, I would probably buy 10. I wish it was at Ulta so I could get an extra 5% off because they have like 20% off no matter what your status is, and I am not Rouge, I am VIB. I don't think I will hit Rouge at Sephora, but if I continue to buy my body lotion from there, I feel like I will. Also recently I've been playing a lot of Valorant, which is a first-person shooter. It's made by Riot, so if you've heard of the game League of Legends, it's the same company. And Valorant is just I love playing with friends because we all play around the same level, but when you only have one other friend and you have to play with strangers, the game can get a little toxic. So I mean, I've just been distracted with that and with like life in general. So I'm hoping that like by playing video games and working on my wedding dress and like other stuff that I will be too distracted to even think about makeup. But I'm still definitely wearing makeup every day. I'm just not thinking about new purchases. Although I did recently go onto Trend Mood, and I usually go on her Facebook because it doesn't require a login, but I couldn't find like the most recent updates, so I had to go on Instagram on incognito. I don't have an Instagram account, so yeah, I just use incognito on my phone while I'm on the toilet because obviously why not, and I like scroll as far as I can to see the new releases. And the only thing that really caught my attention that I could see on time was the Hourglass limited edition palettes for the holidays. So there's a butterfly palette, there's an elephant palette, and a tiger palette. My brother is a tiger, and that was the only palette that was like really stuck out to me. But there's no bronzers in it, it's just blush, and I have so many blushes. I feel like if I want something from Hourglass, I should just buy it as a single, especially since my friend gets a discount, or I could just wait until the Appreciation Day sale again. I don't think I'm going to buy the palettes either because it has that disgusting metal packaging that with like the crappy clasp mechanic. The closing mechanic is not the best versus like the ones that came out in earlier years. I think also I did really like the 2020 Hourglass release, so I'm just going to buy it again in the future if I see it. But for now, no, I'm not going to get the palettes. Maybe if they go on sale I would, but I think just for the packaging it's not worth it. Not really feeling makeup so far. But that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in a month. Bye!